Hello adventurers, my name is Chris and welcome back to more Baldur's Gate 3. So, last episode we did a ton. It was huge, absolutely massive, right? As you can see, we're in the Emerald Grove, so we made big moves, finally, right? But among everything else we did, right, we talked to Zoru, who we've been trying to find the Githyanki creche, and he was kind of the only one who would have any sort of information on possibly where that could be. So we talked to him, and he he called Lae'zel a monster, which wasn't super great. Not the best opening to a conversation, I think. But from his experience, I understand why watching his friend get killed by a Githyanki. But either way, let Lae'zel run that conversation. She ran it pretty successfully, and we found out that there was a Gith that they encountered on the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. So we have a rough idea of maybe either a territory that they're hanging out in, or maybe there's some kind of clue near that area that could lead us to the Githyanki creche, right? But outside of that, there was a goblin being held in like I guess like a prison cell, right? An outdoor prison cell, named Saza, and she was being threatened with death by one of the tieflings, or Arca and Memnos, right? They were there. She wanted to kill this goblin because she blamed Saza for the death of Canon, who we saw at the gate fight. Now the thing is, Memnos was even telling her she didn't do it. She didn't kill him, so killing her doesn't actually do anything at all. It doesn't do anything. In fact, it only gives them more strength in this situation. If anything, because it's proving, or what I try to say, killing Saza, whether or not Saza is good or evil, is irrelevant under the circumstances in which she wants to kill her. She wants to kill her in revenge for Canon. However, Canon is unrelated, because we all saw the cutscene. Saza wasn't the one there shooting the arrows. These two other just goblins, right? But Arca's just angry, and I understand that. That's fair. However, after speaking with Saza, 100% she is all for killing everybody here, in a way, right? In fact, she wants to get out of jail so that she can cause problems. And then she talked about the absolute, right, which, as far as we know, is now replaced who they believe in and who all their faith in, and at least this group of goblins specifically that she works with. So that's interesting. She's still in jail. We didn't let her out. We kind of give her the runaround a little bit to try to get more information. But not super great, right? But outside of that, we then came over here to the Grove. And upon entering the Grove, we met Volo. Volo Thab, get armed, right? I call it's true, like, he's one of the greatest, incredible researchers. He writes all the books and everything. Now, the accuracy is debatable. However, we weren't there. So can we really prove if they were wrong or we were right? And I feel like that's his best defense. Because he can write anything. And it's funny because even the great wizard Elminster, right? He has like a famous quote, right, about not being a real fan of Volo, but it was just funny to meet him. And we talked about a situation that we were in, and he added all these other things to it. It was just goofy. It was funny, and it really kind of sets the tone for him as who he actually is. It was wonderful. He was talking to a bear as well. But the thing is, there's the tensions with the druids now that we're here are at an all-time high, because the druids are not a fan of the tiefling being here, let alone the tiefling in general, right? Their overall opinion of them is incredibly negative, based on just purely because they're tiefling, but that it's even worse because they are now invading their space, and they don't like that. And so they're worried about the goblins. They don't want to deal with the tiefling. So this ritual is basically pushing them all out to the side. It's screwed up, though, that they took a child that tried to steal, that did steal the idol that we saw in the center of their ritual. She ended up stealing it. They got it back, and then
by letting that child escape without consequence.
It's technically it's Kagha, even though it's an A. It was throwing me off last time because I was like, are they saying it with an accent? Kagha? With an accent? Or is it Kagha? And it might be. I'm gonna say Kagha. Sounds like Kagha, so I'm gonna go Kagha. Either way, she's in charge. She's in charge of the druids now. And she was very much threatening this little tiefling girl. Especially with more, potentially, right? But from what we saw, started with a snake. Which didn't look good, and honestly, was absolutely stressed out the entire time. Because I don't know what the hell she was willing to do. But we were able to kind of try to talk down the situation at least a little bit. And even this guy right here, Raph, he even was like, Kagha, what are you doing? This is insane. This is a bit much, right? So it's been a lot. Right? She was pretty happy that we were a drow, hoping that we were one of the Wolfsworn. We were not. But she was like, doesn't matter, you understand. Right, she's leader here of the druids by the fact that their leader, right, the druid that we're looking for, is actually missing. Because it's in our quests here, right? Save the first druid. Right? We have to find Halsin. Halsin's in charge. Or is officially in charge, Master Halsin. But he's missing. We have no idea where he is, other than the fact that the goblins had taken him. So maybe he's at the camp, the official goblin camp. Maybe. That's the only thing I can think. Why is he be at the camp? Like if they officially took him, right? Because it makes sense too. At the gate fight, they were saying, "Oh, you let them take the druid." And it was Master Halsin. Now, one of the things I want to say about her, I understand where she's coming from as far as she's been thrown into leadership. Now again, maybe she's been waiting for this her whole time. But I understand her thought is protecting the druids, possibly, right? Giving her the benefit of the doubt. She's here to protect the druids 100% in the best way she knows how. Especially knowing that the goblins are attacking and they will continue to attack potentially, as well as the weight of the tiefling refugees being on them and their supplies as well. And she's just like, we gotta figure this out. We just gotta cut everybody off, us for ourselves, right? She's looking out for her team, right? Now, her methods are a little bit intense, right? I mean, going after the girl is probably a little beyond what I probably would have done, but I want to give her the benefit of the doubt that she's just trying to be a very results-driven leader, thrown into a position that maybe she wasn't ready for. Maybe she was, and she's just taking a shot that maybe she didn't agree with a lot of the stuff Halsin did. Right? At the end of the day, so we're here now. We're having an interesting time. We're getting wrapped up in a lot of things. We got to read these plaques, which was very cool. Right, which talked about these murals here, which discussed the connection, potentially, of, especially this one, right, between the druids and the harpers. Now, we don't know much beyond that for this specific alliance. Right, and then this one talked about them basically claiming the grove in the name of Sylvanas, right? The Emerald Grove. And Sylvanas is the god of fun. Then this is a mural of, the druids battling monsters. Right, monsters that have invaded what monsters, where they came from, we don't know. But that's what that is, at least. And then I got really excited because the Harpers was mentioned. It was fantastic, right? And I was just gonna say, so the Harpers, right? They're like the good guys, and they've been rebuilt a lot of times throughout history
Yet she failed.
in Faerun.
That's what matters.
But they deal with a lot of what's the best way to say it, right? So they are the good guys, right? They do good. They don't want any of the they don't want any of the reputation from doing good. They don't want the credit. I guess that's the best word to say. They don't want the credit for it. They're gonna do good for the sake of doing good, right? So if they go to help people, they're not going in. They're not wielding the badge of the Harpers. Like they have like pin symbols and stuff, but they're not. It's not like a cop badge where they shine it on and make it a whole thing. They just do, right? But the other thing that they do is they deal in information. They want to gain information and knowledge, and they're basically a power check for the world. The idea is to make sure that no side, good or evil,
This will all
anyone,
be over.
like
The ritual's
one like
almost
kingdom,
finished.
one
What if they tried to
ruler,
steal from
one
us?
group,
We've
one
shown them
power
once.
has
We take
more than
growth
the
law
other. Right?
seriously.
There's no.
By letting
It's
that
like a
child
balance,
escape without
right? And that's what
consequence.
they
We might as
do,
well have lain
the
on
Harpers,
ground and let them
right?
trample us.
Because and I didn't get to go into it because it was already a longer episode. But this right here, right? The symbol is a sideways symbol of the Sylvanas' symbol, but this specifically is the Emerald Enclave, which I'm pretty stoked to be seeing all these little things. I shouldn't be too surprised because it is Faerun and it is all stuff that exists here. But it's just great to see it actually recognized. So the Emerald Enclave, I swear, we're gonna begin the game any minute now. But the Emerald Enclave is super cool. They keep the balance between nature and civilization. That's like their thing, right? They don't tend to live in cities. They don't tend to live in, you're not gonna see them in like Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, Neverwinter and stuff like that. They live like out in the wilds, out in the wilderness, right? Smaller community stuff like that. They're very much, often like druids, right? But there's also like barbarians and rangers and stuff like that. They exist to make sure that civilization doesn't take over nature, right? The natural world, and they make sure that the natural world doesn't overtake civilization. They fight that side of the battle, and so that's really cool. That I'm pretty sure, obviously, the Emerald Grove being claimed in the name of Sylvanas, and then these being here because it's this one, and then also right here, just like within here alone. So I'm assuming, and bold to assume because we haven't had a confirmation yet, but these guys are part of the Emerald Enclave, which makes me think it's only a matter of time before we probably see, a couple of the others. I just think it's really neat, right? So we are currently in a situation. She wants us to go to our boy to ask him to basically leave. Okay, so he was right here, right? This tale ends but one way, with the Outlander rot, cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded. Now, it's pretty intense, right? It also gives a lot of how she really views the refugees, right? But she wants us to go to Zevlor and basically convince him that we will lead them out safely. Mostly because she doesn't have to deal with it then. Then it'll be all on us. Right? Which I think is, from her point of view, it's like, oh, it's fair, right? But it's weird it's such a tense situation. It is. It's a tense situation. Right, so we have save the first druid, save the goblin Saza. I don't think we're probably not going to break her out. There's probably no good that comes from this. Or maybe it would be, because maybe that'll make it easier to get into the goblin camp if Saza thinks we're on her side and we show up to the camp and then they're like, nah, they're cool. They're cool. And then we go into the camp and we break it from the inside. Right? Who knows? Steal the sacred idol. I don't know I don't think that might be the best idea. Maybe not yet. I don't know, actually. This doesn't sound like a good idea. Now that I've seen the idol and where it is, it's not subtle. Right, then save Arabella. Right, we managed to save her. She immediately ran to her parents. So we can go talk to them and hopefully at least peace of mind for that whole situation. Right? Find the Goblin Priestess. This is the other one. Right? Potentially, right, in regards to what this might be. Who knows? We learned that a goblin tribe led by a priestess with powerful magic. Dealing with goblins is risky, but this might be one way to cure ourselves. Right? We have a lot of options for curing ourselves. We have a lot. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how we kind of go forth and handle that. But now, we're finally ready to begin the episode. Thank God. Thank the gods. All of them. Any of them. Specifically Sylvanas. Thank you. Okay.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
Send me you asked. Tell me what to do. This Rite must be born of powerful magic. He sent me his people won't survive out there. Told you there's a healer. Where is she? Ooh, I told there was a healer here. Where is she?
Nettie, yes. She's bumbling about somewhere. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the Rite, you'll be removed with the rest.
Damn. Okay. Alright, fair. I mean, that makes sense. Right, if whenever we go to Nettie, we go to Nettie. If the cure, like, if she can do it, and it takes too long, we're just gonna get kicked out. Which really checks out. Some door. Oh, these can be closed. I want to politely
At the ready.
peruse. It's important. Servants' quarters. Okay, this shouldn't be too much of an issue then, right? The Rite of Thorns. The Emerald Enclave. Tenants. Ah, damn. I can't even read it. It is illegal to read. Well, not illegal, but we would probably be very aggressively lectured. Okay, so let's read this. Interwoven prayers and incantations snake across one side of the page. Written on the other are instructions for performing the Rite of Thorns. When the prayer is complete, thorns and bramble rise from the earth, protecting from harm all who chanted it. So this is what they're doing out there. This is their whole thing. Right, so thorns and bramble, they're hoping to, I mean, again, it says protecting from harm all who chanted it. Right, so I'm assuming it's really good magic, really strong magic. Not just gonna be some thorns you can just kind of burn down. Oh. Okay, that was interesting. Investigate. The Rite of Thorns is dangerous magic. Why is Kagha so determined to do this? We should investigate. Right? It's just... It's the thing... That's the thing. Right? Protecting from harm all who chanted it. What happens... It says the ones who chant. So the ones in the circle who are chanting it, they will be protected. Right? I don't know how technical the ritual gets, but I feel like if it did get really technical, then it's not going to protect a whole lot of them. Right, we got these, the stone tablets. Can I not? I want to read. Y'all keeping secrets from... This is ridiculous. I know we could probably... I do want to think. Could we potentially stealth? I don't know. But with the wolf walking around, I don't want to risk it. Right, she was willing to stick the snake on a little girl. I can't imagine what she'd be willing to do to us.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
Okay, but now we can say this Rite must be born of powerful magic.
The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
He demands that we choke them out. Yeah. I bet they do. Bet they do. It's interesting. I think it says it's interesting to say investigate Kagha, but I wonder if we can investigate outside again. Oh, cool. She dual wield. Venomous Revenge. That makes sense. That tracks. Whenever the wearer is healed, their weapon becomes coated in magic and deals an additional 1 to 6 poison damage. Wonderful. He's an Arch Druid. What else can we see? Poison resistance. That makes sense. Alright. Fascinating stuff. Okay, what else can we... I mean, it's not red.
What's inside?
It's not red, which means we won't be dead. Yeah, I'm sure that's why they don't care. 5 potatoes. Now we're talking. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, let's go back in this room. Is there anything else we can poke around? Ooh, yes, let's talk to you. Are you gonna be cool if we read these books? It was to search the Emerald Grove. Ooh. Curious.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Ooh.
By Sylvanas, another outsider. Should you have an ounce of sense, you will leave immediately.
They're great here. What a welcome.
By Sylvanas, another...
Okay. Yeah, you got it, boss. Don't worry. If anything, I'm trying to help. But you know, that's why you guys are already in a process. Right? The fact that they're just doing this ritual and they're like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally okay. And there's nothing bad that's gonna happen from this. How much does she know about the ritual? Right? Is this something they've done before? Do they really think about this? Or are they just giving it a shot because it sounds like it might work? I don't know. I'm kind of suspicious. On the subject of Gond in progress, I imagine that might be on there. Okay, how? I'm scared to click on anything in the event that even if we're invisible, right? Because we can't be invisible. We can sneak, but I still worry that we'd be seen. Because even though we're like half, right? There's still sunlight. We're hiding behind here. We're not in the direct view of these guys. Would it technically work? Maybe.
Let's get in and out.
If we go over here, I'm so scared. Like, I want to click on it, but this could easily ruin everything. Right? Because I want to read the tenets, but that's more of a curiosity thing than it is importance. And maybe so is on the subject of Gond in progress. That's also potentially really optional. But what? Okay, yeah, everybody stop hiding. What could potentially be we're missed? Because it's in this room. What could it be? Ah. Curious. Oh, it's back there. Interesting. Very curious. How'd you get back there? God, you couldn't even really see that. Can I walk up here?
Moving in.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, now I'm kind of stressed. Now I'm even more stressed because I found it. We found it. We found it. Oh boy. Could technically lockpick it. Right? We could. It's resistant to everything. Okay, I can't throw it. I can't steal it. I can. Man, why do I not have a Starion? Why now? This would have been a good idea. Okay, I'm kind of stressed out. What if I sneak?
Free for the taking.
And then I try. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Everybody down here.
Forward.
Everybody be cool. Right? Everybody show presence. And then I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna do this. Okay. I got this. It's fine. It's cool. Okay. Is there a way to... How do I toggle sneak for not the entire group?
What to do?
Right, group hide.
I don't need any
Oh,
attention.
if I just do C, it's me. If I do... Got it. Okay. Okay, it's the same thing. I could have just clicked this and done this. I understand now. I just wanted to make sure. I'm so cautious. Okay, he's not there. This is our chance. Okay. Lockpick.
Couple turns should do it.
We got a 1 bonus. Not the number we needed. I don't want to use inspiration. I'm not going to use inspiration on this. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we got this. Steady hands. Precise fingers. Here we go. Twist it. And that's it. Oh, please, nobody see me doing this. Okay. Open. Faldorn's Canticle, the Shadow Druid's Doctrine. That doesn't sound great. Half-torn note and an onyx.
Have to keep going.
Okay. Alright, let's just go down here. Let's be real cool about this. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Oh my god, it's wild in here.
Never wanted the easy path.
Hey, buddy.
By Sylvanus, another outsider. Should you have an ounce of sense, you will leave immediately.
You got it. 100%. Let's go, squad. That was... Absolutely. That's how you do stealth. Alright. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. That was flawless. Not one issue. Not one issue at all. What did we get? What is this half-torn note? The marks crisscrossing the page don't look scribed, so much as slashed. Kagha, Swamp Docks, tree, meet me alone. Olodon. Swamp Docks, tree. Interesting. This right here, this got me. The Shadow Druids. This age tome's corners are mossy and alive with tiny insects. That's gross. Okay. The book spine is limber from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inwards. Balance is a myth. Where any clan treads, nature struggles. Unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beast and raise flora. We are the thunder, and we are the rain. We shatter mankind and grow new life in its place. They are... Wow. Whew. Shadow Druids. So they're it is literally it is the Shadow Druids. But why wait. Why are they getting they're these guys? Right to say shatter mankind grew new life in its place. Gale's inspired. Ooh, I love when he's inspired. But that's this right here. Isn't it? Well, no, these are monsters. These are just monsters. Never mind. Maybe, I don't know, because these are the druids fighting back. Because these are the regular druids. These are not Shadow Druids. So it's interesting that she has a book about them. Probably not for research purposes, but maybe, I can't imagine she'd be with them, right? That would be, but then maybe, because that would essentially be what the ritual's doing.
Yet she failed.
The ritual would be pushing everyone out except for the druids. However, the Shadow Druids are very much anti, not about removing themselves, but by purging out everything else. I read about antidotes. A deep crease in the spine makes the booklet fall open to reveal one recipe in particular. Neat writing in the corner marks it as an antidote for all known potions. That is it. The recipe that made me decide to publish my notes. The story might not interest you, but I shall record it for posterity. Feel free to skip to the actual recipe.
Just hold
Oh
still.
my god. Is it gonna be one of it's like it's like those online recipes where it's like, hey, can I learn how to how do I cook a pork loin? I just need to know how to cook a pork loin. And there's like 7 paragraphs of this person's life story of what led them to, you know, the culmination of coming up with this recipe idea. And you gotta scroll through like 17 ads, 3 videos, and 4 pages, and then at the bottom it's like two paragraphs of the recipe. Because it always says, feel free to skip to the actual recipe. I was sitting in the elf song, sipping my usual hot cocoa, the heat soothing the pain in my scaleless hands. A small child, human, stumbled through the door, sick as a dog. All the other patrons seemed like they wanted to help, but nobody could pay for an antidote for a stranger's child. Meanwhile, the ingredients were just lying around, in the kitchen. Every single one of those people could have saved that child, but only I knew how. It felt like a crime. Recipe 1, bottle of antidote. Extracts needed: salts of mugwort and suspension of bullywug trumpet. Method: slowly trickle salts into suspension. Stir clockwise until the concoction consistency turns almost chewable. It might slightly turn slightly green, but this is purely aesthetic and has no effect on the antidote itself.
It's
And
messy,
remember,
but we'll fix you.
when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. This entire thing was wild. It is exactly what it needed to be. It's exactly what I was gonna say. What I was saying. It's like this whole, like, wow, amazing. Nobody else was gonna do it. I was willing to do it. What a dramatic situation this was. Salts Add suspension to this. Mix them together. That's it. That was the recipe. It was just put the salt in the thing, mix it till it turns green. And that's that. Phenomenal. And we actually did learn, we learned that. Antidote. Cool. Right, this concoction appears rather chewable, thick as it was with herbs and roots. Fantastic. That was amazing. So happy. That was so goofy. And in the best way. But take this. Okay, they don't care. Cool. Alright, nothing over here. Just looking around, making sure there's no, like, books or anything we could possibly learn from. The cauldron. Look at the cauldron. I can't look at the cauldron.
Nearly there.
Oh, dagger root.
I'll take that.
Alright, we're gonna talk to her in a second because she's doing a thing. Very interesting. Potion of healing, cutting board. Okay, what are we looking at here? A wounded bird and Nettie. This is Nettie. Oh, she's healing a bird. That's so sad.
Please. I'm resting.
This is so sad. So they took a chunk out of you. What happened? Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. Something took a chunk. What happened?
The bird says nothing, trying to rest.
Probably. No. Like, what? Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
The bird says nothing. Only the sound of its labored breath fills the silence.
Oh god, that's so sad. I'm glad we could ask about it, but it save this bird, Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Whatever you need. Is there anything I can do to help? Wait patiently. Excuse me. I'm more important than some bird. No. Is there anything I can do to help?
A moment. This medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now,
Whoa.
what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
Hey. I believe you. Where did you see another drow? Enough. I need your abilities. That depends. How good of a healer are you? Looking for Nettie. Where did you see another drow? That's an interesting question.
That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it?
That's neither here nor there. Don't worry about it. Alright. She's healed the bird, which is impressive. That's already a victory for the day. Looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing, as soon as possible. Do you know anything about mind flayers? I hear Halsin's the best healer around. I need to find him. Do you know anything about mind flayers?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head. Something crawled into my eye. Human my curiosity. Something crawled into my eye. No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
Okay, cool. So we're on the same page. Great. You know them. Okay, you help me. What other kinds are there? It's like a frog hopped in my eye. I mean, when you do say tadpole, I would have imagined it was not a mind flayer tadpole. Like that's not that common. Actually, never mind. I'll get help elsewhere. You know them. You know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Might.
We need to be quick. This way.
Okay. How you doing, bird?
The bird's eyes are glassy. Its breathing weak.
That's so sad. It's exhausted. It's exhaust. Can we help it? I don't think there's anything we do against exhaustion. Right? Do we give it a potion of speed? I said it out loud. That seems not productive to give it speed. I don't think the bird needs speed. Do we have anything? Water. Potions don't help against that. What about magic? Gale.
Alchemist is not around, so it might as well.
Ugh. None of this helps at all. Oh, jeez. I think maybe we just gotta let the bird do its thing, but...
We've shown it once.
Right, what if we... Lack of rest left you exhausted. There's 6 levels of exhaustion, each is the worst and the last. So it's actually like D&D exhaustion, not just exhausting. This'll kill you. Exhaustion levels are the worst to get. Because it affects your speed, your heal. It affects everything. Your rolls, like, not even advantage, disadvantage. Everything becomes just really bad. And you have to do a long rest to just reduce it by 1 level of exhaustion. So if you have multiple, it's a bad day. There's nothing I can do. Damn it, all the magic in the world and I can't do anything. Ugh. I hope the bird's fine. It's fine. I will be checking up on this later.
Let's see.
I'm gonna read your notebook.
Head on in.
Just casually. Hold on. This is an ancient notebook whose ink is faded and pages are starting to crumble. It's not easy, but some words can still be made out. Catheric is finished, but it cost us the land. Darkness has fallen. Corruption is everywhere. Chased by shadows picking us off. Druids and harpers alike. Our wounded were safe. I returned, searching for survivors. Lost, but I found his shade. I put it to rest and took his glaive. Blade infused with shadow, I've locked it away to serve as a reminder that even victory can taste bitter. Oh. Catheric. So wait, is this potentially like a fight? Right? Chased by shadows, darkness has fallen, corruption everywhere. Right? Found his shade, took his glaive, infused with shadow. So is this the harpers and the druids fighting the dark druids? And they took the blade and locked it away. It was not a good victory. Spell plague. Ah. It's so nice things that I think of that are actually brought up and not just me rambling off. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcripts of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 25, Cornelius and Tamilius, Worthywart. Halflings encountered on the Golden Road south of Enarl. I met the brothers, or rather they found me, in the lower pass through the Fireshare Mountains. They had encountered a trail of golden discs along the path and had resolved to gather and return them to whatever fool had more coin than common sense. It is to our mutual embarrassment that I removed my cloak to reveal my patchwork yellow hide. It was molting season. I explained, and a traveler on the road had not the luxury to shed their scales in private, as would be proper. I suspect they knew too little of Dragonborn and would be appropriately disgusted, and instead invited me to sup with them over a roadside fire. I learned the purpose behind their journey. That's nice. Cornelius... Okay, so Cornelius is saying... Okay, Lord, my lad, our ancestral home, it was lost during the spell plague. Tamilius. Weren't nothing lost, Con. It's not Nan's lucky gnashers, is it? It sank. Wasn't I there when the blue fire took it? Sure, what do you remember? You're knee-high to a gnome. I remember you crying. I don't know why that actually came up. Maybe it was you that sank the place. Go back to finish the job? Watch the lip lest I fatten it. Only a fool speaks ill of his own land. Their brows were bristling dangerously, and so I diverted hostilities by speaking of my own people's ancestral home. The blighted wood of Eber. And the 1,000-year tyranny of dragons we lived under until the blue fire of the spell plague brought us to this world. See, right? Another potato. Fascinating. That's... Yeah, our ancestral home, it was lost during the spell plague. Man. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh yeah, is there anything else that they talk about? Any other books? Okay, there's not, but oh my god, I'm sorry, that's so cool. It's actually, they actually talked about it. That's so, okay, this is, it's all connected. It's all connected. Okay, so literally, we talked about Shar basically orchestrating the entire problem, right, by killing Mistra, which essentially triggered the spell plague, which is now mentioned here, right? But the thing is, Abir, this is the name. What's the best way to say it? So this planet we're on physically, right, is we are in Faerun, but the actual planet is called Toril. Abir is the twin sister of Toril, right? They're twin planets. They used to be one planet, Abir Toril, right? But then the god Ao split it in half. Split it into two different planets that exist essentially in parallel dimensions. In a parallel dimension, like on top of each other almost. Right? And so that was split, right? Again, previous edition to 5th edition. Like, it was 4th edition that the split officially happened. Right? But that doesn't matter. The fact that it did happen, and see, the blue fire of the spell plague brought us to this world. The spell plague was felt through realm space. It wasn't just on Toril that this happened. This was massive. It was horrible. It was an actual really pretty bad, right? And so this, the mentioning of Abir was so rad. It's so neat. But no, it was a bad time. Like that planet was an absolute mess after the split, because Ao basically gave it to the primordials, which were like, if you don't know the primordials, they're just like they are primordial, right? But they're like these raw. God, what's the best way to describe it? Right? They're kind of like imagine the Titans from Hercules, right? Like these giant, massive, like powerful, primordial, elemental creature beings, right? They're more than elementals, though. That's the thing. But that's the easiest way to kind of grasp the idea, right? Without going into like the whole, like, what is the primordials, where they come from, how do they work, all this stuff, right? The forming of the planet, etc. But that planet was a mess after the split. It was not great. And then the spell plague really screwed everything up. And then in that situation, I think it was in 5th edition, or was it 4th edition? One of the, I'd have to check which one it is, but I know basically Abir and Toril swapped. They ended up switching space, physical space, and some stuff was like carried over from that, but it kind of flipped everything around. And I just think it's fascinating that this actually was brought up, and so subtly. Love it. Anyway, it's my other TED Talk for the day. So that's two. That's two already. We've got for the one. But anyway. I also want to make sure... I want to also go talk with... Oh, man. If she's able to do it, that's a win-win, right? But I would like to go to Antietl to see...
Have to keep going.
I want to meet up with her. I think that would be really great.
Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Okay. Okay. Fascinating. So... Okay, so he was with a pack of goblins, they got attacked. And then he had a parasite. Which, surprisingly, not super rare right now. Honestly. But... Drow, he and I have the same kind of parasite. I'm hoping for a less grave cure. So you killed him and laid him out on the table. Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? Didn't think it was a common experience. Problem is, I would say this. He would say this. So like there's a little bit of dark humor in it. You know, humor helps in the stressful times. Sometimes. And I feel like this would just make sense. But also, this is a drow answer. I feel like that could be really interesting. But then also, the thing that gets me is that I want to pick this because it's a drow answer, not because I actually think that this is what him, me, us, Zephon would ask. Right? I'd be curious because it's related to our drowness. And I don't think that's the right reason to answer this. So I'm gonna go with this one. As much as I would love to see what that is, I think this just makes more sense for our character. Right? Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? Didn't think it was a common experience. Damn. Nothing.
Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options.
What are you gonna do with that?
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Oh my god, it is a lobotomy. just gonna like shove it up there. Okay, so hold on. Wait. If Halsin knows this better, wouldn't it be a better idea to maybe get him? Like, I know we're in kind of a hurry, but if this is gonna be like a maybe not kind of cure, thank you. I'll take anything that can help. What's that plant? Will it help? Just hurry up and cure me. I don't have time to chat. What's that plant?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Oh, that insight check failed. Has made this a lot more stressful. I can merge my mind with anyone else. This is one of those options where we are at the point of, do you be honest with your doctor about your symptoms or not? Do we not? Do we say all these things and then she's like, "Oh, you're beyond saving. I think it's too late." Or do we tell her all the symptoms? She's like, "Okay, cool, let's work with this." For the record, I think it's important you tell your doctor all your symptoms. So, this is just this is different. This is like a mind flayer symptom. If you have mind flayer symptoms, tell your doctor. Right? If you think you can merge your mind with other people, probably bring that up. Right? I fell from a ship in the sky, but something caught me. It saved my life. An intellect devourer spoke to me as if I were one of its own. That's a hard stop. That's a bad one. It just, because it doesn't sound great. No, nothing strange. Word cool. Nothing's happened. Can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected. Okay. What would we say? What would Zeph say in this instance? Right, I feel like he wouldn't lie. Right? He wouldn't say no. Definitely, I don't think he'd bring up the intellect devour, because that's like such a specific circumstance. I don't think that's enough to justify, like, you know, multiple symptoms. Right, because I feel like an intellect devour could probably just speak to anybody. But as if we're its own circumstance, maybe, but I fell from a ship in the sky, but something caught me. It saved my life. Or I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected. I feel like we would say this, even though it would be the most blatant, like, oh, that might not be great. I feel like we would be that kind of honest about the situation out of, you know, being offered help now.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
Oh, okay. Alright, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be good. Alright, on a Mind Flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected. I don't know, I just woke up with it. You're asking a lot of questions. Look, are you gonna cure me or not? You're asking a lot of questions. I mean, she is, but I feel like at the same time, you gotta research, you gotta know, right? That also, she's probably feeling out for a bit to see how kind of, if we're crazy or not, or how far gone are we? On a Mind Flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead.
True.
But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
You got it. Oh my god, that was... She put the thorn away. I don't know what that was for, but she put it away, which definitely makes me think that she was willing to stab me with it. I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours? I swear. All right, hand it over. No, I'm not taking poison from a woman I can't trust. I will not take that poison that'll kill me from the person I don't trust, because that might kill me. And I'm not going to take my chances. That poison might be poisoned. Right, I mean, I guess that's... I feel the vibe's nice. She's very kind. Thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours? I swear. I do want to ask about the curing, but I also swear. I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
I respect the shit out of her for having that ready. For real, like... She just pulls it out, she coded it. Alright, where'd you get infected? Huh? What's going on? Tell me your symptoms. And if we bullshitted her... Exactly. Tell your doctor. That's so cool. Right. I swear. I mean, in a way, it is a cure. It's just, you know, the last cure. The final Tylenol.
I hope it doesn't come to that. But thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
Yeah, what the hell? First off, the fact that they found more, it would make sense, right? We were on the ship, and that's just one ship. There may be multiple working. We don't know. We've just never seen them. But from just our ship, we probably weren't the first abducted, right? We probably weren't the first people. Like Zell and us, and well, the whole gang, right? And we even saw when the ship was flying over Yartar that it snatched up even more people. So the question is, why? Not why are they doing it, but I do wonder if this is all like a planned mutation, right? Like get 500 people infected, and then turn them at a specific time, not over time, right? Maybe this in particular is a special plan, right? I don't know, but it's weird. I agree. What do you mean should be changing? You must learn something from studying them. Just tell me if there's a cure or not. Must have learned something from studying them. What do you mean should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
Yep. What is going on? So you think it's a matter of time? That's good news. You said you were tracking other victims. Did they change? Ooh, good question.
Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selune, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
Oh, shit. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we'll talk about it. I'll talk about it after this. But converging on a temple of Selune. They don't know why. Right? What do you want me to do? So go and get him. You think he's still alive? Think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
That sounds like a damn fine deal. All right, I'll find Halsin. Sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me. Sure, he can cure me. Sounds like suicide. I won't do it. Oh, man. Sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me. But, alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selune. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
My oath to end my own life.
Come on.
Why the poison? Ha! It'll take more than a nasty drink to finish Lae'zel of Kresh Kalir.
Better a quick draft than ceramorphosis nonetheless.
Trade it to the nearest quartermaster for a better weapon. It looks like you could use one.
That's funny. It'll take more than that to kill Lae'zel of Kresh Kalir. Bullywug trumpet. That's kind of cool. Man, Lae'zel's so cool. She is. What a badass. But
There's
alright,
something
so
in
this
that
is
vessel. Take a closer look.
it's not great. Ugh. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look. Oh, it's on the table. It's just physically down here. Okay, but no. So there's unfortunately, Nettie can't cure us, right? But I do like the trust test. I respected that. That was you don't tell somebody you're infected with a mind flare parasite, and then the person you're telling isn't gonna, take a couple precautions. Autumn crocus. Right, we're not gonna steal anything. We're not gonna be that. Anything that's red, everything's not red. It's fair game. Extraordinary happenings. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins, led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. But this is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it. And I have the host cadaver here in my study. I have told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Kagha will demand answers I don't yet have. I better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them upon my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions. God damn it. All the more reason to find him, because he kept his stuff, kept all the information on him physically. Damn it. Oh, I hope he's actually gonna be. I hope this is gonna be. I hope we can find him. Right. Anatomical sketches of both a drow and an illithid temple are accompanied by notes written in urgent scribble. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter. Illithid, undoubtedly. Yet the host seemed unaware while alive. No visible signs of ceramorphosis on the cadaver. Most strange. I thought I noticed a single underlined word. Altered? What? The fact that
Looks
they
like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
agreed.
We gain nothing by chasing strangers. Only a Githyanki Kresh holds our cure.
That's probably true. The fact that they have a method. But the thing is, okay, one thing at a time. Okay, first off, we don't know if it's a Kresh. We don't. We just know a Gith was seen by the mountain pass on the way to Baldur's Gate. That's about as much as we won. Some, right? But we don't know a Kresh is actually over there. We could hope, right? But either way, they discovered that he wasn't changed. So it's not just us. It seems anybody who's infected with this parasite is not changing. They're not changing yet, and that's weird. Right? He even made the note altered, whatever that means. Ew. Oh, look at it. I remember seeing that, and that cutscene was disgusting. Hanging suspended in murky slime, the living tadpole looks like some hideous cousin to the slug, only gorged and slick with remnants of brain fluid. Disgusting. You got 3 of them, though. 100 gold. I will not take it. They are using it for research and good purposes. Do not do that. But it's this right here. Altered. What does that mean? Hastily written note. My dear Nettie, I entrust you with the circlet to open the library. Wear it always. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Raph. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone. so be sure you have good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone, and take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet. She's getting lazy. Master Halsin. That's funny. We talked to Tuffet. We had a fish. Probably could have given it to her, but that's great. Don't give fish to Tuffet. She's getting lazy. But no, okay, so there's a library here. Her circlet opens it. And then there's a vault. Raph has the rune to the vault. Interesting. Okay, so there's all these stone tablets we can't read. Rune of the bear. Rune of the elk. Rune of the eagle. Empty oh, so these are all... This is the missing rune that Raph has. Oh man, I really wish you would let me read these.
What if Halsin is... No.
I feel like that would be neat. I would appreciate that. It's gonna drive me crazy just being surrounded by such knowledge and I can't touch it. I can't learn. It's fine. I'm sure at some point we might be able to read this stuff if we become, you know, good friends. Personal account. I can't read it. An old brittle slate reflecting on dark events and missed opportunities. Okay, I know there's probably a good chance if I stealth around, I could probably read all this stuff. Right? We be stealthy. We be sneaky. We could probably go and pick up everything as long as we're not caught, right? I imagine. But at the same time, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't. So I'm kind of... I don't know. Maybe... She's being cool with us right now, so I don't want to screw it up. Okay, can we look at this guy? We'll loot him. Examine. Okay, yep, he is confirmed deceased. Dissected drow. Wolf-sworn drow. Fascinating. Can't pick up too heavy throw. I mean, what would he have on him, right? Like, what could we even loot? Can we talk to you again? Can we ask you permission to pilfer?
Any word on Master Halsin?
No, not yet. Do you know where he went?
He and the adventurers were headed to the ruined temple in the west. Master Halsin studied that drow for days, and he was sure something at the temple could help his research. I'm praying he was right.
I hope so.
By Sylvanas, I just want my bed.
Same. For real. Okay, so we gotta find a to the west. A temple to the west. Okay. Interesting. I did see this before.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Didn't get a chance to look at it, but... What is this? Portrait of Los? A gracefully rendered bard dances within this portrait's frame. The artist captured something unique in her eyes, almost as if more than one soul sits behind them. Very cool. Wait, is this all kind of like that other portrait we got? Of... I was like the skeleton guy? It was like a skeleton. Right? Are these... Is this also from Divinity? Right? It might be. It just seems too similar. Right? So I'm assuming it might be. Because I don't recognize the name. Maybe, that's neat. Wyvern Toxin. 1d8 poison damage. Coat your active weapon in a toxin. Target of this weapon takes 1d8 poison damage. At the end of their next turn, right? Shifting mercurially within its vial, the toxin holds a promise of swift and delectable death for ourselves. Now, to be real, we could coat this on our weapon. We're gonna have to hit us a couple times, you know, really get it in there, right? To actually have this kill us. But that's a strong poison. It's a great poison. I really hope we don't have to use it. And then, oh, the other thing, we killed a bugbear assassin in the last episode that was going after this tiefling named Nadir, right? So we went over, we talked to a squirrel. It was pretty cool. We talked to a squirrel and a bear and some other stuff, and that was neat. Some animal conversations. Then he was up there at the top of this like hill, cliff, right? This ledge overlook. He was crouched down, hiding behind a tiefling that was over by a telescope. Now, just looking at it, right? Circumstantially, not great. I thought he was potentially a remnant, like we've seen a couple other goblins hanging around still, secretly. I thought he was a remnant of the attack on the gate, right? Potentially they got in. I don't think that's the case, actually. After going through the episode and thinking about it, I think he's not actually attached to them. Because after killing him in a really cool way, that was a hell of a fight. Really throwing Gale up there like an absolute badass to block off the assassin from Nadir. Pretty rad. Risky, but it was cool. It's cool to do. We killed him, and Nadir talked about that were we there to collect this soul coin from her, that she had to, like a debt, right? And we were like, no, it's not what we're here for. What are you talking about? So I'm thinking that bugbear assassin might have been the one who was sent to collect that from her. Killing her, collecting the soul coin. I'm imagining that's probably what it was. Right? Because there's no... It was too coincidental. Now, maybe that's the case, maybe it's not. But I'm leaning towards that based on the situation. It was just one of the small things I've been thinking about since the last episode. Right? Because we've been doing so much. Covering so much ground. Having so many conversations. Checking everywhere. Right? And then these reports here, right, basically talking about there's something going on. There's something going on out there, and it's not good. Right, specifically, like the Grimy report, Eastern Town villagers, possibly alive, violent. And then it talks about... No, that's just not great. Right, tainted by the curse, the lands to the east, beyond the mountains, on the road to Baldur's Gate. Right? We might actually end up having to deal with this, because if it's... we have to go towards Baldur's Gate, right? Obviously. We have to go by the mountain pass to find the Gith that was there. So, beyond the mountains, we are probably going to have to go through the mountains. But on the other side, potentially this cursed village... And it's really, it's bad. Do whatever's actually going on.
We just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child. One tried to steal from
Actually, can we talk to her before we go? We're gonna save anyway, just real quick. Kagha.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
Damn it. No, we read all the stuff in her thing, so I just wanted to see if we could confront her about any of it. Seems to not be the case. The other thing about these plaques, I want to see if maybe we can... Because it's another thing about gods, right? It's another thing about gods, and we read the book. We read the book about gods. We don't have it because Shadowheart has it. She had something potentially to say about that whole thing, right? Relating to gods and such religious things. And so I'm wondering if potentially she's something to say about this, maybe Sylvanas, if anything.
We've shown them once. We take Grove law
right, but I don't actually know, because this is talking more about the druids and the harpers. But the darkness, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It's kind of a shot in the dark. But Gale knew way more than I did. Zeph did. Right, and I'm also trying to play it like that too, because I may know, right, a lot of D&D knowledge and such, but maybe we don't. Maybe our guy doesn't know that much. Not all knowing. What are these? Emerald Grove. Okay, so that's where we're. Steal the sacred idol. I wonder. Okay, so what are we looking at? We gotta find Halsin. Right? We completed this. That was excellent. So we gotta find the Fresh, Ethel, Goblin Priestess, maybe. But here's the thing. So we led the powerful Druid Halsin hasn't returned from an expedition into Goblin territory. Right? So I was assuming, okay, maybe he went to the camp. Right? And then he's researching this. Researching the parasite. Suggests the parasite is connected to a goblin camp located in an old temple of Selune. An old temple of Selune. Now, that's interesting. Because again, Sylvanas and Selune are different. They're very different. Right, just in case they're not related. Okay, so west is this way. So we're heading in the right direction. But okay, we need to take a second, because okay, so Selune is mentioned a couple times and I haven't really had a chance to go off. But I promise it's not going to be that long. Okay, so Selune, right? Selune is the goddess of the moon, light, stars, right? And a couple other things. But that's basically the gist. She's a very good person. She's a good god, right? Her, believe it or not, if you don't know, she is the sister of Shar. She's the sister of Shar. And they're essentially opposites, right? Whereas Shar represents darkness, you know, Selune represents light. You know, they're very opposite. They've literally been feuding since they came into existence. Not fans of each other. Really not. Shar has essentially wanted Selune to be gone forever. Right? But essentially good, evil, darkness, light. It's kind of like that age-old duality. Right? But they were funny enough. We haven't really heard it mentioned, but Ao, like the god of gods, like the original, right? The one who made the planet and everything, like Toril or Abir Toril, and, you know, created Selune and Shar. They were the first gods to be created by her. And then obviously the other gods kind of followed, mostly as a result of everything between Selune and Shar. But the idea that we have had these mentions of all these little things, they're kind of all like not connected, but they're connected lore-wise, but they're not connected like story-wise. I think it's interesting.
No questions?
Right, so now that we have to go to a temple of Selune, it's gonna be fascinating. Right, but I mean, have we been to a temple of Selune? Right, if it's all the way, it's to the west. Right, to the west could be anywhere. I mean, not really anywhere. We're limited here. Right, but we go. I mean, could down here? Chasm. Okay, we go.
Sorry.
Every last one of ya.
Uh-huh, sure. Yep, totally. Planning on it. Is it? Oh, okay, that's just her. Alright, we're good. Oh, I can't open it. Okay, so there's not really a way for me to open this. I wish I had wings like that. Yeah, you're right, Umi.
Even your cages are boring.
Okay. So I don't... This is about as west as we can go. Right? It's literally this and out here, but then again, this is just a ledge. There's nothing here. And then down here... Ooh, wait, hold on. There's some sacks. I can't get there? Would I have to go this way? Hold on. Quoth. Can you retrieve... Cannot. It's another sack. Interesting.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
What? I don't... Where... Because I was like, oh wait, maybe there's some clue? No? Because we tried to go in here, there's some goblins in there. Ooh. It's another statue, so okay, so that's the thing. Is this... Okay, let's go...
Out of sight, out of mind.
No, wrong one. Okay. Nice.
Breathe deep and move.
Okay, we don't have to sneak, guys. I snuck. We can unsneak now. Cool, we can unsneak. Can I jump over here? Alright. Alright, interesting.
On my way. I don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stay clear.
Malnourished torch stalk. Oh, is there another one? Alright. Let's be cool about this. Ooh. Nice. Cool. I also learned that too. A couple of you guys pointed out if I click and hold like this, I can do like more of a precise movement instead of just having to click this and hope I go in the right direction. So that was, appreciate that. That was fantastic. This guy, obviously, same statues we've seen in a couple places. One, we saw them in here, but we also saw them over there in the Emerald Grove. Oh, and this just leads in here. Wait, could we have... I mean, I guess we could have seen through here, right? We couldn't do anything. Maybe? What would the advantage be to coming this way? I imagine, like, we could get on the roof, which is, like, cool. Right, but we can't do much else from there. I still need to loot this cabinet. I gotta find a way. Because I'm sure I can sneak in, right? We can sneak in, we can sneak around, real quiet. As long as we stay out of her field of view. Wait. Could we? Wait. Can we come in this way? No, we can't. We cannot come in this way. No. Okay. So I was trying to think, how could we sneak past this, right? Go around here, only because I'm curious, because I'm a believer that the rat was talking about the key, right? The bloodstone could be, okay, that's one thing, maybe, right? But also, what if it wasn't talking about the bloodstone? What if it was talking about the key being the evil thing? And then I've also thought about, okay, what if evil to him is like, oh, he couldn't bite it, therefore it's bad, right? But I'm imagining, because the key was in there. So I'm thinking, if the key is the evil thing, whatever the key opens could also potentially be connected, which is probably bad. And so whatever could potentially be in that alchemist cabinet might be bad. But I don't know, because we're not in there yet. Arrow of Darkness. There we go. Arrow of Construct Slaying. Nice. Double damage to constructs. Very cool. It's like statues and machines, mechanisms. Black as the Styx, beautiful as a starless night. Bronze Goblet. A sturdy bronze goblet polished to the point it reflects both its contents and the drinker's features. It's a nice goblet. And 67 gold. That's great. Okay, so I mean, noted that this is here. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be a way, right? There's no reason you could access this side for nothing. Maybe we can get that. Well, we read that already. Right, it's the rest of this stuff. Price. But I just don't want to steal things. I don't care about that. I want to find out what's in here. I don't want to steal petty nonsense. Right, we're not those people. Okay? Don't you fact check anything. I don't... Wait, everybody, calm. Stop. Stop it. Let's be cool about this. Alright, avoid the mushrooms. They got poofed. They poofed up a little bit. So they could not be trusted. This is literally the only thing over here. I don't There's something, maybe there's a path in here. Maybe I have to survive this nonsense in some way. Right? Maybe
Could wake him up by chopping off a toe.
Right, they're talking a lot of smack. Because they have these here.
Don't wear his
Right?
voice out.
This one's a problem, and we'll deal with that. But I just don't see... I mean, maybe up here? Maybe this leads to a temple of Selune? I don't know. I don't know, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Right, but we're gonna...
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
We're gonna be smarter about this going forward. Okay? We'll be real smart. We're gonna go... Everybody split up. Can the Raven push the button? Maybe. What if you hide?
You should set the whole
I don't know.
grove
Let's
on fire.
see. Stealth Raven. Stealth Raven. Ooh. Come on, push the button. Push the button, Quoth. You can't do it, can you? Alright, well that was kind of a bust.
Let's find another one.
What are they talking about? Okay. Damn. Okay, I guess we'll have to get a little fancier with this.
They won't see me coming.
Could wake him up by
Okay.
chopping off a toe.
Alright, let's be real good about this. They have their view has gone down. This is good. Okay. Alright, we actually might have a chance now. We're gonna be alright. We're not gonna be pelted with fireballs right away. That's fantastic.
He'll kill us dead if we go back without him.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. That's
Ooh.
why I've been stabbing all the rats. Might be spies.
What an interest. They are spies, because there are rats that were around Kagha.
Pretty stubborn.
Kagha.
for a
I
man
said
wearing
Kagha again.
wings.
What? Findle. Findle.
We should set the whole grove on fire.
Okay, so you're not who we're looking for, but you're somebody. You're not dead. You're almost dead. You're practically dead.
No sign of the others yet. Do you think the fight up front went bad?
Shut it.
Okay, let's do this.
Rip you for talking
All right,
that
here we
way.
go. We're doing just a save, and we're gonna do combat. Here we go. Eldritch Blast.
He's boring.
Here we go.
Let's find another.
Suckers. I'm ready this time. You don't have the statue to help you. We go here. And then how out of line of sight am I? Oh, you guys are doing okay. Yeah, we're the ones that are not doing very great. Nice. Cool. So we've boosted our AC, which is definitely the point. Alright, we'll pop that open. Move a little bit.
This is my time.
Okay, go over here. We're hurting. And do we want to use a potion from somebody else?
Roll in my favor.
Right, if I move, let's move 2. Right, I take these and I give them to Will. We go over to Will. I may be doing this in a very there might be an easier way to actually do this potion transfer thing. That's what I'm doing right now. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. That's okay. Let's get out of the mud, out of the poison, out of the acid. Sorry. Different than poison. Poison's different than acid. Okay. Now. Do we want to do... Ooh, disarming. I kind of like it. Can we pull it off? We cannot. It's because it's difficult terrain. Disarming ranged. I missed. That's all right. Alright, so how long does this... This just lasts for 1 turn. Right, enemies receive distant on melee attacks. Alright, so we'll get closer. And then it's gonna be us, statue we deactivated, and then 2 of them. Alright, so who? It's you 2. I'm worried about him. So he's not until here. So we're good.
Survival is all that
I will
matters.
save our thing.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go here. And then do I want to do this, or do I want a magic missile? That's it. All right, cool. Nice. Ugh. All right, that's right. They can do that. That's okay. Minor. Not even worried about it, because we're gonna do a fire. We're gonna go on try by... Oh, the tracker. You kind of concern me, so... I'm gonna hit you. You're a little too powerful. Move a little bit.
Holding back.
All right, I think we should be able to do it from here. We're gonna do another Eldritch Blast. Oh, is it not? Did I not select it? There we go. Oh my god, it's great. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay. So now we're gonna have to probably deal with this dude. All right, let's see if we can throw him off balance. Oh, that's a crit, but he's saved. Ridiculous. Okay, we gotta bring him up. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lacerate. Oh, he's hurting. Okay, we could daze him. I think that might be a good idea too. Oh god, he's too dangerous. We'll do this, right, in case he decides to slash us for whatever reason.
Fight. Let's go.
Okay, now let's do. Oh, can I hit? There we go. Bam. A little bit of a curve, you know. Oh, that's it. The warg's gone. That's it. Great work. Great work. So we just have to deal with you all the way up here. All right, I can. So let's see. Where can we? How wild can we get?
Seems like the best way.
Nice. Very cool. All right. Now, I don't think I would have used these. Or should we? No, we're good right now. That's right, come down. You fool. That was the wrong move. Oh, just... There we go. Take a shot. Hey, 6. Pretty good.
May it please, Mistra.
He said Mistra. Did he say be pleased, Mistra? What? Oh, that's an interesting. We're gonna have to visit that later. Hold on. Okay.
Coming through.
Okay, I think we're gonna. Can we help you? I don't want to throw. I mean, I guess I could throw a potion on him, right? He's not dead. He's fine. He's just unconscious. So let's focus. Focus on this first. Here we go. Eldritch Blast. Oh, 1 damage. Okay, what can we... I kind of want to do a disarming. I want to see if we can do it.
Taste my fury. No time to waste.
What do you got? Oh, that's what we're talking about. That's great. And it's a great axe. What a great axe. It's even better. It's an even better weapon.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Very cool. I can't wait to switch that out. All right, here we go. Let's do... I mean, we've had great luck with magic missiles, so why, you know. It's a beautiful thing when it can't miss. Phenomenal. Look at that, the comeback round. All right, everybody. Let's go and we'll split up for a minute. I'm just going to collect the loot so everybody doesn't have to run around. Dragon egg mushroom, gold, and a goblin bow. It washes away the mud. Phenomenal. I will remember that for the future. So water washes away mud, but then it stays wet. So we could have zapped it if we wanted to, right? I feel like it was going to be anything AoE. I was scared of hitting this dude. So I try to be real careful. Okay, hold on. We'll deal with that in a second.
What path lies before me?
See if we can get this guy up.
Very well.
Findle.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Doesn't respond to my voice? Okay, so then we gotta do something.
Eager for battle.
That's not what I meant to do.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. What if... Okay. Can I throw... Okay, if I throw it here, it won't land on him, but it will splash him. Actually, if I throw it here, splash both of them. I'm getting better at this potion throwing thing. Alright. Wait. Oh, he healed himself.
Oh, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
Oh yeah, how did those goblins slip into the grove? Was no one looking for you? Surprised the goblins didn't gut you on sight. Why didn't they? Don't thank me yet. I'm here to finish what they started. Yeah, what? Just straight up, how did those goblins slip into the grove? But also, which is also, you know, a good question, right? Actually, yeah, that's the first question. How the hell did they get in here?
It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Oh, is that the end of it? I'm not gonna get it.
Like
Why are you so fast? Dude. He ran for it. Discover and read. No, not that one. Save Findle from the goblins who kidnapped him. A timely rescue. Phenomenal. Very cool. Right? Nice. Exceptional. Big fan that we actually found. We actually found him and did that. That's awesome. Heck yeah. But now, I guess we could explore. I mean, we're already here, right? But like I said, maybe this leads. I'm kind of being like really hopeful. Being very hopeful that this potentially leads to whatever, whichever Temple of Selune. Oh, see, I'm trying to go slow. Oh no, guys, back up, everybody, reverse. Oh god. Wait, drink.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
That was embarrassing. Nobody talk about that. None of you say anything. It's fine. Everything's okay. See, look at that. We're great. Good as new. So there's another of course. Okay. All right, everybody, stay here. Stay here.
Slow down.
It's fine. There's a switch up here. I got it. It's all good. It's totally fine. So if I was it's a little hidden. It's a little hidden, I think. But
better not be cursed.
Push this bad boy, and then everybody come back up here. Alright, let's start scavenging. Antidote. Phenomenal. Thieves' tools, great.
Traps, please.
Ooh, disarm kit. Water barrel. Nothing. Scroll of Ray of Sickness. Nice. Right, as students of the arcane arts, wizards can learn new spells from studying certain spell scrolls instead of using them. Which is cool, because I've been stacking them up. Mostly because I've been really what is it, that old thing, like holding on to them for like an emergency. So I've not used any of them yet. And it's gonna be that situation where we have like so many that I just never use. Right, but maybe this has been fortuitous. Because now that means
I can crack that open.
We could potentially... Oh, I don't like that. We could potentially teach Gale a lot more spells that he doesn't already know. I don't like that the perception check failed. That sketches me out.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave
Mostly because
blood.
I would have no concept
Defender
if
of
this
the
was
people.
trapped. Right?
The
Okay, let's
magic
lockpick.
touch.
No? Okay, can I not? Or was it, wait, was there something else? Was the perception for something else? Or was it for this? Now I'm worried. Alright, you got this, man. He doesn't got it. He didn't got it. His hands were not slight. Not slight at all.
No one stopped me yet.
I've spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
It's exactly what I was worried about. Exactly. When it was like a failed perception, I'm like, this means potentially this thing is trapped. And I don't want to risk opening it. And then I had Will risk opening it. Because I thought it would trigger the perception check again. But thankfully, Lae'zel and her massive IQ is here to help. Excellent. See, look at that. Easy. Now we can lockpick this bad boy. Right? Super easy. We're gonna get a 17. That's a natural 20. That's a little better than that. Hell yeah, it is. That's a critical success. We love to see it every now and then. All the time, really. Oh. A nature's snare. Fly trap. Chance to ensnare target if it is not a plant or a beast. That's cool. That's awesome. Like, I like our ritual staff, but we've had that thing for a while. That's a cool ability. That's awesome. Right? And some money, thieves' tools, and a greasy bottle. A grease bottle.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Oh, that was awesome. Great work, team. Excellent work, everybody. Oh, it's so simple. It's so subtle. It's so cool.
Like its will be done.
Alright, then we're definitely going to replace this. She looks so cool with an axe. Like, this sword's badass. I'm a big fan of a long sword, but a two-handed battle axe is something special.
Ah, an excellent choice.
Right?
Salutations.
All right.
Should we give him this? Would that be fun for him? I think it really matters. I'll hold on to it just in case. Well,
Seek and you shall find me.
I feel like his, like, thematically really works for him. And it's not like it does any more damage and it doesn't have any effects, so. It's all good. God, look at us. We're so cool. I'm sorry. It's like such a simple staff, but sometimes those are the neatest looking ones.
On my way.
Okay, we're chilling. So far, we've made it past every trap in here.
Very well.
I got shot by the one, but we moved past that pretty quickly, so it's fine. Where does this go?
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
See, and that's an interesting thing, because Will mentioned it when we talked to him at camp. He said that when he got the parasite, it made him severely weaker. Right? Which I find a very interesting thing. Because that would imply that everybody is weaker from this. Maybe us too, but maybe not. I don't know. But the idea is that everybody else is very strong. Because you would think, if we're going based on how they've spoken, right? He's the blade of the frontiers. He's the blade of frontiers. He's literally really renowned, really powerful, yet we're sitting at him at level 3. Right? And he's got like not a lot of spells, not a lot of abilities. Right? And I know that might be semantics, but it is something to think about, right? And same with Gale.
Waterdeep.
You know? Incredibly well-renowned wizard, which again could just be embellishment, but still, assuming he also got weakened by the parasite, he probably knew a lot more, had a lot more. Maybe, I don't know. But it's interesting because then it also calls into question Shadowheart and her situation, and then Astarion, I mean everybody, right? Everybody who's been infected with us so far.
Can't give up now.
But yeah, that's the second time he's mentioned it, so I thought it was interesting.
Goblin tracks. And far too many of them too.
Where are we? What?
Anything of use?
Hold on, I'm gonna look at the map in a second, because I do not know where we are.
That will fit.
I feel like I would have seen this.
Tell me, Lae'zel, when you say we might be purified at your creche, what does that mean exactly?
Augusto will affix the Zafisk, the purifier, to our heads. Its magic will quell the parasite in an instant.
I like how there's no further information or discussion. Alright, we're just gonna put this magic helmet on your head, and it will quell that parasite. What it does beyond that, yeah, you know, who knows? But yeah. Oh, we've never been here. No way. Stop it. Really? First off, I find that very interesting. They said that this is the ambush site. "20 feet to the left." Practically. More or less. It's a stone door that leads down there. So when they were all running back here for safety, that dude darted in here, secret entrance, and those goblins followed him in here. And the rest attacked the gate. Wild. Because I was like, wait a minute, none of this area looks familiar. We've never seen any of this. What is this? What is this? And there's an exsanguinated boar. So it had its blood drained? That's not great. That's not goblinly. Oh, there's some crag rucks. Okay. We got big things to look at right now. So I feel like this is taking a big turn. Right? Because we're not anywhere closer to finding Halsin. Right? We're not. Not at all. Because I thought this I was hoping that would potentially lead to the temple, but it didn't, which means the temple is probably somewhere else, which I feel like makes sense because nothing in there, out there or before when we were in there, looked anything like Selune. So it's further out this way, west, in this direction. Can I jump this? Cool. Oh, can I climb this? That's why. Okay, I was like, is it a secret door? What's going on? It's cragged, so we can climb it. So that seems makeshift. Okay. Do we want to go this way? I know we should. What we should do. Well, no, I don't know if we, because we're not gonna convince Zevlor to let us lead them out, right? I feel like we gotta find a better solution to this whole situation. I want to talk to Zevlor, and we will. Just looking for herbs too. But I think in the context of convincing him to get us to leave, get them out, led by us, I don't think is the right answer right now. Is there anything else over this way? Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Let's check up the ladder. Oh. Hideout? Oh, whoa. What?
My, what manner of place is this?
What the hell?
A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What the hell is this?
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Raphael? What what is this? That was what a weird entrance. What a wild like just shows up out of just out of nowhere. Startling me. And then all of this, and then very much at your service. Raphael. Pleasure. I'm Zefond. Am I talking to the mouse or the cat? Pretty words. If you want to threaten me, don't disguise it. Walk away while you still have legs to walk with. Man, he just showed up like he just like puffed in out of nowhere. And I don't trust it. I don't trust this dude at all right now. I mean, why would we? But it's just so sketchy. It's so sketchy. Am I the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
What? This is some
There,
devil shit. What
middle
the
of
fuck?
somewhere.
Then the organ kicking up? No. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. This is... What? Wait a minute. Hold on. I was like, he's wait... Because I initially thought, okay, is this his camp? Maybe this is his camp. He's just hiding out here. He was hiding around, and then we showed up, and he sprung out. He's way too finely dressed to be just stuck out there. Right? That seems really weird. And then the way he talks, and it just seems so, like, intentional. Like he's been waiting. Not bad on. He's been waiting for someone or us, maybe? I don't know. And then this. Now again, this could be, this could be a major illusion, potentially. But I don't know. Nice decor. Could you be more specific than somewhere? Take me back now. Reach for your weapon. Okay. Nice decor. I think this would, I mean, kind of meet him with the same kind of nonchalantness. But I feel like Zefon would actually ask. Can you be more specific than somewhere?
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Oh. We can't ignore the massive portrait above that was literally a devil. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm all for, like, cool decor. That feels a little too specific. That's hell of ominous. What makes you say that? I'm getting tired of your games. Are these theatrics leading somewhere? Ignore him and fill your plate. Just have at it. Don't mind if I do. Get everything. Oh, it's great. Looks wonderful. Alright, what makes you say that? I'm getting tired of your games. Are these theatrics leading somewhere? I feel... What would we say? What makes you say that?
Call it a ninth sense.
God, son of a bitch, actually. I was...
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
God damn it.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
He looks so cool. Out of character, that looks amazing. That looks so good. It looks so good. In character, that's absolutely horrifying. And oh my god. Him showing up and then talking like that. And then the snapping us here was immediately like, oh god. Is this some kind of like deal situation? Because that's exactly what it felt like. And then now he's talking like this. My friend, potentially. Adversary, conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Makes you think I need saving. Why would you help me? I don't care what you are. I care what you want. Oh, he knows. He knows. That's why he knows that we'd probably agree to something. He knows we have the parasite. The tadpole. Makes you think I need saving. Why would you help me? I don't care what you are. I care what you want. Makes you think I need saving.
Come now. Why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
It's a self-portrait. man, this was unexpected. It's just a sudden potential deal with the devil. I'll do anything to get rid of the tadpole. I need to think this over. You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with the devil. Then fix it or die at my hand. See, the fun fact about devils is they will 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, they will win. They will win. Because you would think, oh, I'll just outsmart him with a good contract. Yeah, but you think that. These guys are so good. There will always be something. And again, they love to twist technicalities, and they love doing things literally. You know, it's kind of like whenever you have those like hypothetical, like, oh, if you could ask a genie for a wish, you know, what would you wish for? And then, you know, you'd say, oh, I wish for $1 million, right? And it's like, okay, wish granted, $1 million. Where is it? You don't know. Could be like some random place you'll never reach, but you got it. It's yours. And then, you know, obviously there's like more specific examples. Like, I wish I could fly, you know, and then you get to fly, but you could never land again. You just fly forever, or you fly straight up. You know, who knows? What's define fly? You know, those kind of questions. And that's exactly what these guys do with these kind of contracts. That they'll give you what you want, but at the end of the day, they want your soul. That's what they need. And they'll get it. You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with the devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
He's so good. And if I do want to take this deal, how would I find you? Not an option. I'll have the last laugh in the end. Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again. I'll rip out your mocking tongue. Ooh. Ooh. No, we would not be like, where would I find you? No, not at all. Rip out your mocking tongue. That's a little too aggressive for us. Right? Lae'zel, probably, but not us. Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again. That's the one. That's the one I can see us. I would like the last laugh in the end, but I feel like we would say it.
By all means, bite the hand that feeds you, while you still have teeth. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
If. That was weird. That happened in an instant. They were still climbing the ladder. What? So nobody knows anything that happened. That was just us in a moment, because nobody else. Is anyone else? Hello?
The devil with the silver tongue.
Okay, thank God.
An old fairy tale my father read to me.
I thought I was crazy.
The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral.
Mm-hmm.
A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's a good story. With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will? Get to the point. You mean Raphael? We should at least consider his offer, given our circumstances. Spare me the parables. I have no intention of bargaining with the likes of him. We have no intentions, however. With the right teacher, yes. Right? We can learn a lot from fairy tales. What are your thoughts on them, though?
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Always. Always, and it always will be. Don't worry, I have no interest in a devil's deal. Spoke of a cure. You at least hear him out. No cost is too great if it rids me of this infection. See, you say that. But then once you're done with the infection, you're done. That's it. That's the contract fulfilled. You know, he takes you then and there. Right? No sense. He gets rid of the infection. That's the end of our story. And not just like gay-wise, but like in life. You know, that's a wrap. Don't worry, I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
That was such a good conversation. That was so good, Will. Dude. Okay. I'm glad. It seems everybody else saw that too. It wasn't just us. Right? It seemed like it was one-on-one. But...
Do you feel as flattered as I do?
Okay, yeah.
Fighting to die with a devil.
Okay, cool. We all saw it. Succeeded. Arcana. What does that mean? Let's see. You have a strange definition of flattery. Dining with a devil left a bad taste in my mouth. Devils rarely approach mortals without some nefarious intent. We'd be best to avoid him. Do you feel as flattered as I do? I know, right? It's like, to us. Chosen. You have a strange definition of flattery.
Believe me, that was a devil's equivalent of serenades and roses. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
Yep. They want the soul, sure, but you know, it's one of those things where they'll grant you anything to get it, which is interesting because it is, like I said, like it's that kind of like reverse desperation. You're desperate for a solution. You're desperate for like something, whatever it is, whatever the wish is, whatever anything, right? You're desperate for that. They are also willing to grant virtually anything to get what they want. So it's interesting that he approached us. I wonder why. All I'm hearing is conjecture, but what is it that this devil wants so very badly? I'll remind you that when dealing with the devil, you always draw the short straw. True. The question is, what is it that he wants?
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
I mean, that's the thing. It doesn't feel obviously the soul, right? But and in a way, right, the parasite, that's an easy win. for him, if he thinks about it, if we were that desperate to get rid of it, and we say, yeah, please. Dude, done and done, right? Easy win. But every time we said no, or like kind of pushed against it, he kept pushing a little bit more, right? Really trying to hard sell, salesman tactic. What do you think Raphael's ambition could be? And how do you propose we defeat a devil? We beat a devil at his own game. You got that right. What could his ambition be?
I'm in the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band. Fact 1, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact 2, a devil offers to take it away.
Does he want
Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
That's so good. Man, I wonder what Shadowheart would have said in this. I wonder if we can even talk to her about it. Ooh. Okay, but no. That's an excellent conversation. Because the second he talked, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, what if... Because he's offering to remove it for us. We didn't ask for it. He's offering to it. Which isn't that crazy, right? You come to somebody who's sick and you offer to cure their sickness, and they're like, I didn't ask for you to cure it, but yes, please. Right? That's not really the stretch. He makes a good point. Our tadpoles seem to be unique. Not common. At all. Now, are they more powerful than a devil? That's the question. That we don't actually know. He doesn't seem to be doing anything for us. Right? So who knows? But the one thing that is for sure is... Agreed. He wants something. Now, does he want the tadpoles themselves? Right? Because he never said destroy them. He said remove them. Maybe they would... Well, I don't know. Maybe... If he wants the tadpoles, what would he gain from that? I don't know. Beyond us right now. I could speculate. But we don't even really know what the tadpoles do. So I can't really speculate too much on that anyway. But even still, it's not like they would make him more powerful. Maybe he could learn something from them. I don't know. Or because maybe he knows what they actually are. Maybe he knows something. And whatever these can do, he can use us. Like imagine, theoretically, if we were to go into a Mind Flayer colony, right? We could potentially blend in because they would know we have the parasite. Question is though, why would he want us to do that in that circumstance? That's just a theory. But it's a weird ask.
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Hell yeah. But to be fair, dragons are incredibly powerful, incredibly ancient. You know, they were killing them, but Kithrak, what does that mean? Well, we have no dragons at our disposal now, I'm afraid. That Raphael, rather impressive. Even if you didn't. It might lead us to a cure, show him some respect. Just in case. What does that mean?
Githyanki Knights. The riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my Queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak's silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
I love her ambition. I support it. Conquer all 9 hells. Why were these knights chasing the Mind Flayer ship?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase. To penetrate the hells, this is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes.
But then that's a question, right? If they've never they would never chase into the hells, but they chose to. Did they know something? Our tadpoles are weird. They're different. They're strange. This devil guy, he wants them potentially, or wants something to do with us because we have them, right? So the tadpoles, strange. Now, the Kithrak chased this ship into the hells, which was abnormal. So something they know about either this ship, the main Mind Flayer guy, or these specific tadpoles. Did they know something? And the Kithrak were like, no, this needs to be destroyed. Like, this specific ship needs to be completely taken out. Because something is not, like, whatever is there is bad. Well, obviously it's bad because it's Mind Flayer ship, but it's the fact that they pursued abnormally. That's a curious thing. I just wonder. It's got me thinking. Skeleton? Ooh. Silver pendant. Grime covers this necklace, but you can vaguely discern delicate engravings of a moon and a harp. Nice. Gale can absorb this item's magic, destroying it. I bet he can. Because that's the other thing.
Has a harper sigil. Why were they here?
I was gonna say. Right, the second was the moon and the harp. But no, we also have Gale's magic hunger, his magic addiction. Right? That's happening. Which I find could potentially get complicated. Oh, in the long term, mechanically, for us as, you know, living friends of his. I don't know. I don't know. He just said he needs to eat some magic items every now and then. So maybe it won't be too bad, but this one seems special. I don't want to give him this to feed. Can I give him something else? What if I find like a cool, like a fun little ring or something, you know, something like quirky. Okay, for this guidance, I think, right, because that's great. We get guidance as cantrip just wearing this. Oh wait, that's not the necklace slot. It's over here. All right, you're gonna get that, Lazo. You're gonna get that. Now, is there anything else we're gonna do? No, so let's keep kind of poking around. There's a chest up here. Ooh, Tasha's Hitty's laughter, gold, and a malice. Nice. Okay, so there was a harper up here. He is completely cooked. What could have been Raphael, right? Could have been Raphael who did it. Because obviously you see all the ash is like around. Like this dude burst into flames. Not a great death. Not an accidental death, it seems. Not seeing anything else. I think he might be too far gone to speak with the dead. But I don't know, maybe. Right, because we're to do this, we go to... Oh wait, I already put it... I forgot I already put it on there. What if? Yeah, he's gone. He's too far gone. Like, what's he gonna speak with? Well, technically it says if as long as they have a jaw, right? As long as they have a jaw, technically counts. And there's down here. That's probably dangerous. We don't want to jump down there. All that way. Okay, so we have gotten into a situation. There's now a devil that wants to cure us. Now, wants is an interesting word, but it is now on the list of allies. Okay, not allies. The list of individuals who want to get involved in our predicament. Now, we could go do a couple things. As we're sitting here, we have to go rescue Halsin. Right? So we have to find wherever that shrine is. Right, we have to find the Selune shrine. We also have to go to the northwest to look for the creche. And then I also want to go talk to Elterell. Right? Now, she invited us to her tea house. So if we look here, right? So we've gone pretty thoroughly around here. There's some stuff. We got to talk to Arabelle's parents. That's important. And then Goblin Saza. I don't know if we should free her. I feel like in the long run, it might be a good idea, which sounds really dumb because it completely doesn't make any sense. Knowing that she is not a big fan of everybody here, and if not, is actually willing to go back to the goblin camp to then assist with, you know, messing more stuff up, killing more people. So that's probably not a good idea. And everything else seems really far off. Right, return to Zevlor. Right, we should talk. We should at least chat with him, right? We don't have to commit to anything. And then this is ominously still out here. I don't know. This is all walled off. I don't know how to get there. Maybe this way. Right? We still got to hunt down Karlach. And then all this other stuff is really far off right now. So probably not worth thinking about those yet. So we'll try to condense what we need to do. Saza, refugees, Karlach, Arabella. Right, we do these. I think you know what? Actually, should we camp? Because I feel like we've spoken with all the animals.
Lae'zel, have you ever done a good deed just for the sake of it?
I have performed deeds well and efficiently. Is this what you mean?
Not exactly. But you answered my question.
Not exactly, but... Can we speak with this guy? Oh, wait a minute.
The corpse remains silent.
Ah, man. All right. That's fair. Want to give it a try, see what happens. Alright, we'll pick all those up. Man. Silent still. Right, the thing is, I thought about too going up there and using it on the bugbear. But he's unconscious. The other thing is, if we kill him, I don't think it'll work. Right? So work. Whoa.
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
You were never on my good side.
Man. Alright. Jeez. So. Didn't work. Right, and that's because, right, skeletons are creatures killed with acid, fire, lightning, necrotic, radiant, right, damage no longer of a mouth, and can't be made to talk using this spell. Doesn't work on undead. Right, oh, it says skeletons. Right? So it's specifically like, okay, exactly. So not like some skeleton pieces showing. Like, once they're fully skeleton, it's done. Because I guess they would still need, like, a mouth to form words. I don't know. Right, because it's magic, but it's... You're still speaking with the person. I don't know. Semantics. Can I figure you out yet?
Moo.
I'm never gonna figure you out.
One with the weave.
Okay, you can't speak with animals, though. However, do I have... Okay, so those are set up. So we do learn more spells. I don't have a scroll. Oh, a scroll of speak with animals would have been great.
Warriors.
Okay, I was waiting for him to finish. Will knows speak with animals.
Amigos animales.
And I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see what we can do.
Moo.
Oh my god.
Moo.
I guess not. I guess we are never gonna know the secret of this cow. Ox. We're never gonna know the secret of the cow. Well, that's unfortunate.
No.
But it is what it is. Right, where are her parents? They're hanging all the way down here.
Another step forward.
Okay, so yeah, let's go. Let's go talk to them. Oh, well, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. How's this? It's just a seat. Okay. Okay, I thought that was gonna get weird. Alright, Zeph and Amik.
Heartless bastards. They deserve to have the goblins burn them out.
Oof. Deserve. I mean...
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
See, you make a good point. Totally valid. And honestly, like, realistic. They are just as... They're just as worried as you guys are. Just in a different direction. You know, they're worried for their own and their people. I feel like the way they're going about this is a little bit much. But, like, I get it.
Those druids are going to get us killed. Nothing sacred about this lot.
Nothing sacred. Not at all. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to the Now that they brought everything back. Everything's gonna be okay. Are you okay?
Ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
You know, all in a day's work. You know what I mean? Hope we'll meet again under better circumstances. I saved your daughter. Got anything more than a thanks for me? This could have ended badly. Keep her in line from now on. No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella? Honestly, obviously these don't match at all with our response, because I think, like, she knows This was a bad situation. No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella? I hope we meet to get under better circumstances. It's gonna be one of these. I feel like this could be lighthearted enough to maybe, like, not have the situation feel so stressful. Right? But I do hope we meet again under better circumstances. I feel like this could have been nicer for us to all chat around. Right? No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
Happy to do it. What do you mean?
It's our job to get us out of here safely.
Will is inspired.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us.
Very cool. Arabella is
No
safe.
one
Her parents
does.
are grateful for your
We have
intervention.
to look after ourselves. That's what
Ooh.
Mole says.
That girl.
That's beautiful.
I don't care
Look at
what
that.
Mole says. That was stupid
Chimera's
and reckless.
locket. Everybody's chatting over there. Grants wear the ability to cast dancing lights as a cantrip. Worked carefully into the locket's metal back are the words, "Never dark again." That's cool. That's cool. Find more magic items. This is great. Right now, Gale wants to eat them all. But okay, I guess who would benefit most from this?
Defender of
right?
the
Would
people.
Will?
Sharp as ever.
In a way, I feel like Lae'zel technically, right? Because she doesn't have any magic. So her being able to cast dancing lights. I'll give you that one. Give you. Right? Because that's huge. Shouldn't know. She can't cast any magic. So having her be able to cast a light spell, it's big. All right.
Efficient path.
Chat.
Because of you, I got my little girl back. That's not something I'll forget.
The road to Baldur's Gate looks a little less daunting now that we're all back together.
That's the spirit.
Ugh. I'm never gonna hear the end of this.
No, you
If
won't.
I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero.
Oh no, I'm still on Lae'zel. No, it'd be good. You were caught, and you could have been killed. What kind of hero did you expect to be? No, you'd be a thief. What kind of hero did you expect to be?
A heroic thief? Mum? Dad? Mole? They all would have been so impressed. Mole said we had to do something, because the old folks weren't doing anything. They were talking when the druids were getting ready to throw us out. Why can't we just stay until it's safe?
You know what? I feel like that was an interesting conversation to have Lae'zel have with her.
On my mind.
You know? Considering how stoic she always is.
What would your mother and I have done?
But, no, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Right? We talked about it last time. Was, why did she steal it? She probably stole it because of the situation. It wasn't for anything else. It was because, you know, by stealing that, it would have stopped the ritual and saved, you know, like her family and everybody else. It wasn't for like selfish reasons. Man. Well.
Ugh. If I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero.
Okay, because we could talk with you. So what if you were caught and you could have been killed?
At least I tried. No one else was doing anything. They were talking when the druids were getting ready to throw us out. Why can't we just stay until it's safe?
That is a valid question. And I feel like that's a question that the druids just don't care to actually talk about. They're like, no, we're gonna lock this place down. It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine because we're gonna be safe, and that's what matters. The only thing that bothers me is the fact that now they also seemingly, well, what's the way to word it? It bothers me that we found literature regarding the Dark Druids in Kagha's whole thing.
You're an idiot.
In her place, in her secret box, right? We looked in there, we looked in her box, and it had the Dark Druid book. So I'm kind of really concerned about potentially what... Basically, I'm worried that ritual came from that book. That's where I'm at, right? I'm worried that maybe the druids weren't willing to do anything before, and they were like, no, let's figure it out. And Kagha's like, well, I'm gonna look into the dark arts, and I'm gonna see if there's a solution in there, because you guys are too afraid to look at that. But I'm not afraid. So she's reading the book. She's looking in there. It's got protection rituals, got all that kind of stuff. And she's like, this might work for us. Totally. Rips it out, slaps it on the table, figures out the ritual, says, hey guys, let's do this, because it's going to protect everybody.
Sure, blood excites me.
Probably messing with stuff she shouldn't.
Hope the goblins
Right?
aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
That's like the worst case. I'm hoping that's not it. I'm hoping this is an actual druid ritual that they know works. They've done before. They've seen it done before. But the circumstances are just... It feels too much like they are trying this. Right? Especially with her words. Right? Can we... Let's see if I can find it. Right, it was after here. Right, it was not that one, it was a later conversation. Yeah, so we were like, oh, the Rite must be born of powerful magic. Right? The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift, that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while outsiders affect us. So what I'm thinking is, no one enters, no one leaves. Right? It surrounds it. However, we read what it does. And what it does is it protects those who are actually chanting it. Which I would imagine would need to be every druid that wants to be protected. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into this. But I worry. I worry that it's too much. Secluded chamber. Yep. Tilsis. Alright, so they're hanging back in here. I love that they actually give them the title Hell Rider Exile. Right? Hell Rider. Those that went into Avernus in Descent to Avernus. Those that went in and made it out. Badasses. Absolutely. Was there stuff here at the beginning? No. Ooh. Lot of secrets. Okay, so for sure I didn't actually miss anything up here. That's good. Great. But okay, so there's stuff over there, the stuff over here. Okay. So okay. These guys, absolute badasses, right? The fact that he is a Hell Rider
just Zevlor,
is
Tilly.
Awesome.
We're civilians now, remember?
Right.
With respect, sir, being a Hell Rider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus changed things. Best we get used to that.
Yes. Zevlor.
Really? They were stripped from... Okay, so, real quick. Fast history on what a Hell Rider is. They're cool as shit. So Elterell has they're basically their elite force of, you know, their elite military force. They rode way back when, right, into hell alongside Zariel when she was an angel, before she became corrupted and became the ruler of Avernus. They rode in alongside her on a campaign into hell and actually made it back. And they were given that name, the Hell Riders, in Elterell. And such a cool name. It's such a cool name, right? And so the fact that they literally said that they lost, they were stripped of the title, I think is absurd. It is it's disgusting. How are you gonna do that, right? Now again, the events of Descent into Avernus are clearly what has caused this, right? Because afterwards, all you know, Tiefling are definitely looked at differently. But I mean, that's a hell of an achievement to just strip away, right? That's it upsets me, Zevlor.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think at the willingness of violence, you might have a better chance on the road. Because I don't think the druids are screwing around. Leaving the grove is the best option. I can help. Can you delay the ritual? You have to resist. Best of luck with that. This has nothing to do with me. I'm not here to advise you. I'm here to make sure you leave. Okay, what can we do? You have to resist. Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Kagha's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
Jeez. And that's the thing is, I see where she's at. I see where some of the other ones are. And realistically, I also think it's important that we hear everybody's side of this at the end. Then why don't you get rid of her? You cut your losses and run, I'll help. Then why don't you get rid of her? What does that mean? A killer? That seems a bit much.
A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Kagha, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
I didn't like those options. Because the options were either telling him, basically, yeah, cut your losses and get out of here, or kill her. I feel like either of those options was very fitting, but it's fine. What's it worth to you? Leave it to me. Not some murderer for hire. Oh, that's what he's literally asking. So, but you could kill her. I'm not saying kill her, but I mean, like, if she happened to die, if she needed to die, and somebody had to get in there to do it, you've been in there before. Leave it to me. What's it worth to you? I'm not some murderer for hire.
It doesn't sit well with me either. But to get these people to safety, there's nothing I won't do. You'd be well rewarded for the risk. But if that won't sway you, there's nothing more to discuss.
No, I appreciate that you're willing to pay for me
Watch or the Flaming Fist?
to do that.
Pardon?
When we get to Baldur's Gate, where are we enlisting?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start, but go with the Watch. You're too honest to be a mercenary.
Solid advice. Yeah, not a Flaming Fist mercenary. Probably just a nice, simple, watchman. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? So she can't help, but Halsin. We need. I think it's absolutely incredibly important that we find out what Halsin's his thoughts are. Right? How he feels, what he thinks. Because right now we only have Kagha's. We only have hers. And I think that's not enough. That's not enough to make a definitive, like, pick a side situation. I don't think it's a good idea. So I'm not... I don't... Need more information. Variety is the blood of the city itself. For better or for worse, the devoted will find a place to worship, the dedicated will find a work to be done, and let it be fully understood by any who wish to visit. The criminal enterprises in Baldur's Gate thrive as heartily as the rest.
No, sir. At least the monsters there looked like monsters.
Literally. It's so true. What a wonderful place. Right? Not as big as Waterdeep, but still an impressive, lively place. And don't worry, the criminal enterprises, the criminal underground and upper ground is still just as pumping as anything else. Ooh. Invasion plans for Eltergard. What?
If this map is accurate, we are in Eltergard. Baldur's Gate is some ways still.
Gnolls and goblins marked on the map. Travel won't be easy.
Sorry, they started talking. I didn't want to talk over them. That's okay. So that confirms exactly where we are. An aging map of Eltergard and its surroundings. The cities of Baldur's Gate and Elterell are both marked, but its wildernesses in between. That's covered in notes, symbols, and ciphers. The freshest ink marks pictographs of goblins and gnolls shown gathering in the forests and hills nearby. So he's got a map of Eltergard. He's marked obviously Baldur's Gate and Elterell, but he's also been marking like the goblins and gnoll camps probably and everything. Front and center, a thespian's memoir. Oh, and so we pick up at this. In fact, the greatest joy of my life hasn't been acting, but becoming. When you choose a character to play, you don't just wear a mask. You take a little of their soul for your own. Whoever you are in your heart of hearts changes, if only by the faintest mote. It's exactly what happens when you get in deep into character. Especially D&D. Obviously, maybe it's a meta reference.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Well, sword, staff, magic hands, magic fingers. I'm here.
Keep your steel sharp.
And my wits sharper. 100%. They'll never see me coming. Or you, or anyone else. Travel's Guide to the Sword Coast, Volume 4. The Risen Road. The stained, well-thumbed pages filled with traveling advice that seems to be decades out of date. Oh no. Those who seek to journey to the coast from the interior regions lying to the east will typically seek out the Risen Road. Running parallel to the river Kyanthar. Right, because that is... Oh. So cool, because that's going to Elterell. Right, the Risen Road provides an overland route all the way from Elterell to Baldur's Gate. Right, because the river Kyanthar is... It goes east to west. So you literally... So the easiest way to get from Elterell to Baldur's Gate is to just follow the river. Right? And then... So an overlaid route all the way from Elterell to Baldur's Gate, and has proven tempting to travelers seeking an alternate to the river barges that sail the Kyanthar. A portion of the road, approximately halfway between Elterell and Baldur's Gate, has in recent years developed an enclave for Selune worship, with a temple of not insignificant splendor lying near the road.
Commander.
That's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need.
Now, remember.
With
Oh,
respect,
hell yeah.
sir,
Okay,
being a
I need to
Hellrider
write.
is for life.
Indeed, an entire
can't take-
village,
They can,
Moonhaven,
and
has developed
did.
alongside the temple and
Avernus
can provide
changed
food and
things.
shelter to weary
Best we
travelers.
get used to that.
Yes.
Oh
Zevlor.
no, it's all connecting. Farther east lies its citadel of Moonrise Towers, where a toll is required for onward passage of goods. Folk alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll. However, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a much steeper price. Their life. So that's it, huh? That's the way. So, to the east, Selune. Temple of Selune, exactly, potentially where our druid friend is. Potentially. Right, but then they say a village. An entire village to the east. A village not named, but we know there's a village to the east that is seemingly cursed. And then farther east is the citadel of Moonrise Towers. This... Oh, man. This was a good read because this kind of hints at exactly where. So our Temple of Selune, right? Or our just shrine or Selune-related area that we need to find. That's nearby. The nearest one is this one, potentially. Halfway between Elterell and Baldur's Gate. So this is good. Right? The fact that it confirms that we're here in Eltergard puts us in not a crazy far off spot from
When we
a
get
lot
to
of
Baldur's
places.
Gate, where are we
It's
in
not like
this thing?
super
I'm done soldiering, Tilly.
awesome
I'd like
location.
a clean start, but go with the watch. You're too honest to be a mercenary.
But it's better than being further away from either of them. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext, Rebound by Yosef Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Deneir, for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. But perhaps greater still than the monopoly as the continent's largest private army, the true achievement of the modern Zentarum is in the sanitized image they present to the world. The Zentarum have been mentioned. That's great. Big fan. Conceptually, although viewed by most as an efficient, if unscrupulous, mercenary organization, few would guess at the Black Network's dark origin, as a cult dedicated to the dark god Bane. Once bent towards bringing all peoples to heel beneath his creed of tyranny and domination. One of the three. Many among their ranks scoff when confronted with this fact, citing overblown conspiracies and reassuring me that the only gods to whom the Zentarum give worship today are the twin deities, Profit and Power. That is not to say the organization has entirely shed its dark side, however, alongside the clenched fist of their military, another hand works from the shadows to ensure the network prospers even in peacetime. For just as vital as movements of troops, movements of goods, legal or otherwise, and there is no border or market that is ever truly closed to one bearing the seal of the Black Network. I'm a big fan because I love how just they are such a fascinating and both just some of the best mercenaries you could hire, but also some like real dark shit at the middle of them. It's a really, they're such an interesting organization, right? And they literally Profit and Power. They don't care. You can go to the Zentarum. Now you're never gonna actually meet anybody important in the Zentarum. The average person will never meet anybody in charge. They'll never meet any. They won't. Realistically, you're gonna meet the mercenaries. That's 9 times out of 10 the people you're gonna deal with.
This isn't Avernus.
No,
right?
sir.
And those guys,
At least the
you pay
monsters
for
there
anything.
looked like
They
monsters.
they don't really have a, I don't want to say a code of honor, but what they don't have is, if you want them to do something kind of dishonorable, they'll do it for money. You want them to do something good, pretty honorable, they'll do it for money. They're not picky, right? Which is why, you know, at the core of it, at the core of the organization is really where all the darkness is. One's on the outside. As you get further out, it's kind of they ooze less evil. Because again, they are just, you know, they're mercenaries, they're, you know, smugglers. They're that's what they really are to the average person. Right? I love it. They just straight up say it. It's great. Right, their connection to Bane. Bane, Ball, and Merkel. So cool. So cool, man. This has been awesome. Right, where is this? Okay, so that's the... Okay, we've done all those. We talked to Zevlor again, or are you gonna ask us if we want to kill her?
Our time grows short. If Kagha won't abandon her madness, then we'll have to try the road. Goblins or no.
Surely people can offer to fight a few goblins. Time's up. I've been asked to escort you out of here. Want to discuss something else.
What is it?
What brings your people... Okay, nice. This is cool. More conversation. What brings your people into the wilds? Out into the wilds.
We are refugees from Elterell. We took shelter here after gnolls and goblins attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elterell had no place for tieflings after the descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elterell briefly dragged to the hells.
This is phenomenal. I'm so glad we talked to him again. This is why. Never talk too much. So, okay, so wait, they're only here because they were attacked by goblins and everything on the road, so they ended up in here. And now the druids are like, you guys are a real pain. We're gonna kick you out too. Interesting. Okay, that adds more context to the situation. But I'm so glad we passed this. That's rad. If your people survive that, they'll survive anything. Is there a place for tieflings anywhere? If they survive that, they'll survive anything. True.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many already. And more will die if we're forced out again.
Why did Halsin go with the adventurers? That's a great question. Why?
Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have my own people's concerns to look to.
I thought he was just out there because he was part of the... I thought he was just hanging out. Right? Like, he agreed... I just thought he was part of, like... I don't know. Like, he was just helping you guys out or something. The fact that he agreed because there was an artifact? Oh, that's interesting. Because the leader of the druids, Master Halsin, goes to join this group. It was like, okay, it felt like a little overkill. But now it's for an artifact. And then I wondered, because the thing is, like, the other, that was part of that group, he had this. This could possibly be related, probably not, but it's the artifact. The Night Song. Right, and I wonder if that's related or not. It's just the word artifact. There's very few times we've heard of artifacts recently, and that's one of them. Or would I could steal his backpack? Would I could steal anything? The Devil You Know, an autobiography. Autobiography? Have you ever had God change your blood? It's a horrifying thing, even for those who may desire it. Yet few tieflings wished for Asmodeus to claim their bodies, only be given no choice in the matter. It is not as if we were well loved before the Archdevil's gambit. Our people have always struggled against the notion of devilkin, as if a single drop of infernal ichor inescapably corrupts. How amusing when so many others willingly sell their souls to fiends, yet their culture as a whole escapes the blame. Damn. By what method can we redeem ourselves when the crime is not ours? Exactly. I would drive a blade into every warlock that aided Asmodeus' damned ritual, but personal vengeance cannot undo the will of a god, much less one as slippery as the Lord of Lies. When every passerby thinks you're a fiend and heretic, it is deeply tempting to become one. The only thing that has stopped me is knowing Asmodeus wants nothing more than for all of us to fall from grace.
Being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
God, that's so true.
Avernus changed.
Right, because it is that concept of like when you treat people
Zevlor.
like they are a certain way, you treat them like that enough. You treat a person a certain way enough, then they could become that thing, right? Like that's, you know, it's like a way of thinking. You treat somebody like a thief all their life, eventually maybe they do become a thief, right? Because they're like a, you know, whether that's by influence or just by the sheer, not I don't want to say the pressure of it. It's not the pressure of it. They're not pressured into becoming a thief, but they are. It's, I don't even know the way to phrase that, right? But yeah, I mean, like I guess this is the best way to say it, right? It's tempting to become one, just because you were just constantly treated like it. It feels shitty, it's terrible, and then you're like, oh, might as well. I don't know, but either way, that is exactly how it feels, right? What method can we redeem ourselves when the crime is not ours? Exactly. What do you want them to do? What are they supposed to do? It's like the phrase devilkin, I feel like, is always so weird. It's like it's on a technical level true because it is on like the blood level, right?
The Watch or the Flaming Fist?
As in, like, their blood is innately mixed with you know, is devil blood, right? From whichever of the devils that it comes from. This one in particular is referencing Asmodeus. So, it's just so shit, man. And that's why I feel like it sucks, right? That that descent has changed the perception of tieflings so hard. Okay, so I'm imagining this is still here because... Okay, so we complete that. Save the refugees. Okay, so is this gonna be like, okay, we gotta kill her? I imagine that's what this is gonna do.
Our time grows short. If Kagha won't abandon her madness, then we'll have to try the road, goblins or no.
Right, time's up. Score. Now leave. Okay, let's go talk to... We should go talk to her. Yeah, we should go talk to her, and then...
This isn't Avernus.
Because once we go tell Kagha, because we could tell her, like, okay, yeah, they're probably not gonna make it.
Please, have mercy. We're exposed now.
Or should we ask him about... Surely you can fight off a few goblins.
Can't wait to get back to the gate.
No, hold on. Now, hold on. That might be a good question, because I don't think that's telling him to do anything.
I won't have a word.
That's merely inquisitive. Okay, come here. All right, Zevlor, I got a question.
Our time grows short. If Kagha won't abandon her madness, then we'll have to try the road, goblins or no.
All right.
These are civilians. Open battle would be a massacre.
That's what I figured. I didn't need to ask. Officially ask. Okay, cool. Great. Well, sorts that. That's what I feel like. These guys are not. They're not combatants. I mean, like he is, right? Him. He is. But the average person here is not. Right? Like realistically, they might have armor and weapons, but like they're not. It's not a lot.
Damn goblins.
Eesh. Wait for her to finish cleaning the wound. Should probably get that looked at. Yeah, probably.
Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed.
Ooh. That's an interesting. Yikes. I'd have done the same in your place. He let you in, didn't he? Could have been worse. You are to blame. You put his people in danger. Wow, so he's talking shit because Zevlor took too long to open the gate. That was the idea. That's what she's saying. I'd have done the same in your place. He let you in, didn't he? Could have been worse. I mean, he did. Right, the idea is, like, she's gonna fight this so bad. I think. I mean, he did let you in, right? It could have been way worse. I mean, you could have been dead instead of like the scratch. So he did open the gate, at least in time.
Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard.
Oh, Liam. Jeez. I'm guessing that didn't end well. So you just left your friend to the goblins? He died with bravery. You should be proud. Right? Most turned, but not Liam. He charged them. That could have either been really dumb, or he could have been keeping him busy for you to get out of there. Who knows? I'm guessing that didn't end well. So you just left your friend to the goblins? That's a cold thing to say. He died with bravery. You should be proud.
Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam.
Oh no.
Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. Small mercies.
Easy money.
They legit bolted on him.
Looks clean.
That's so sad. Liam.
We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
Jeez.
We're packing up, and I'd
Okay.
advise you to...
Wow. Because I was like, oh, did you really leave him? And then she's like, no, we really did. We actually did. He ran ahead, we left. It's like again, I don't know, maybe call out to him. Something. Maybe say, I don't know. I wasn't there, but it just feels bad. Should they have gone in with him? No, because they all would have probably died. Well, man, they see the nest and they're like, that's pretty bad. And Liam just charges ahead and they're like, oh, good luck, Liam. We're getting the hell out of here.
I miss my forge.
God, that sucks, dude. Shit. Okay. So should we long rest? Should we long rest? Githyanki warrior, Wizard of Waterdeep. So we still have these. These are kind of slowly being chiseled down. Right? We're not gonna steal the idol. At least not until we hear all of what's going on. Are we maybe I'm debating Saza still. Say the first druid. But the thing is, I have no idea where her house is, and it's nowhere near us, so probably not something we do right away. The Kresh. I want to find Halsin. I really want to find Halsin, so I think that's probably what we're going to do on the next episode. We're going to pick it up there and probably head that way. Whether we short rest or whether we long rest or not beforehand, it's probably going to be a good idea. I just try to get the most out of our speak with animals before we actually rest. But then again, he can cast it, so maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe we just long rest anyway. Right? Because we kind of got a lot to talk about with everybody, and I do want to know if potentially Shadowheart has something to say about our friend Raphael, who I am so suspicious of, and not just because he's a devil, but because of the want behind everything. It's a curiosity. Gale is 100% right. That seems really weird.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me.
Really weird, really suspicious. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Seriously, this has been incredible. Another juicy episode of covering a lot of ground and still so much more to go. So, part 7? Part 7 of 500. Let's get ready. Right? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.